Something I learned last night from the Darwin effect. I did learn that other people's thoughts are affected by your thoughts, and their thoughts are affected by your thoughts. Did I say that right? Your thoughts are affected by their thoughts? Yeah. I'm going to talk about, but first I'm going to show you my breakfast and why I'm eating it. Talking in a lower voice so my grandparents don't hear. Oh well. I'm drinking tangerine juice, fresh squeezed, so I'll have my sugar in the morning. Healthy sugar, not cereal, not Captain Crunch. You should have sugar in the morning because your blood sugar levels are low when you wake up from not eating for a long time when you're sleeping. So this is bananas, cherries, and strawberries. Bananas aren't my favorite, but they're a good source of potassium. Plus, bananas are healthier when they're becoming black. Also, I have water. And in about 3 hours, I'll probably have protein and do stretches on the ground. Yeah. That's my morning routine. If I cough in this video, it's because I'm still getting over the cold, but I feel better. Does that make sense? So what I want to talk about is that when you're using the Darwin effect, it's because at first I thought it was telepathy. When I was using telepathy, I thought it was telepathy. And this is just tape to hold my headphones in, because I have shitty headphones. I thought it was telepathy, but it wasn't. It was sending my thoughts to another person, which is pretty much telepathy. I'm gonna have to leave the room to get tissues to blow my nose. Let me just do something for everyone to get rid of that problem. I wish I could convey these messages to you telepathically, but I can't through a computer screen. So these telepathic messages that I'm sending out to my grandparents, because every morning my step-grandpa has anxiety, so he doesn't say how he's feeling, ever. He's passive-aggressive. So just this morning, I said, hey, why don't I apply the Darwin effect? Why don't I, since I had a very inspirational dream last night, why don't I not let his annoyance annoy me? What if I have a stronger vibration than his paranoid, fucked up vibration? And I just thought, let's see if it works. And it did. I want to be like Darwin. I want to try these things out. Since he's almost 90, I want to try these things out and share them with you. So let me eat some food before I tell you, because I don't want this to go bad or get soggy. Strawberries. just as a random shout out, tangerine juice will, if you, if you take marijuana with tangerine juice, the citrus will get you high faster. Okay, I'm only coughing because I'm talking, which makes you lose hydration. Then I'm drinking warm water, which lets all the mucus out. So I basically want to just say that the Darwin effect is telepathy and telekinesis. No, not telekinesis, telepathy. So as I was talking about, my grandpa, my step-grandpa, is paranoid every morning, every day, and he just makes grunting noises, and which lets out a frequency of annoyance to another person to signal that he doesn't feel comfortable with what you are doing. He won't ever say how he's feeling unless it gets too over the top. He'll suggest it, and then he'll say thank you, as if you are going to do it. If anyone says thank you before you've done something, they're an asshole. Because they're expecting you to do what they said. You don't have to do what they said. This is what you have to do, which will counteract what they said. Hold on. You have to, in your mind, say, I am the stronger one. My frequency is higher. You can't control me. Your thoughts have no effect on me. When you start doing this, because I tried this out this morning, this works, you will start getting an emotional feeling that will vibrate and go out to the people around you. See, normally, because I was doing research, I was making food in the morning, and I was washing the dishes, all interchangeably, multitasking. If I do that kind of stuff every morning, my grandma will come out and make a smart-ass remark, or try to get me to stop listening to my subliminals while I do everything, or she'll start talking to me, which disrupts my subliminals, or she'll start saying annoying things like, "You in a bad mood today?" which reinforces you to become in a bad mood. So what you have to do is you have to say, I'm stronger than these people. My mind is powerful. I am the leader. I do not let these people's frequencies interfere with mine. Because once you get angry, once you'll be like, I wish these people were dead. Once you say those kind of things, you are letting their negative energy take over your energy. Ah, that's what's happening. I never knew that until this morning. Just this morning. This is a very important video, and I hope you share it with a lot of people. This is why Christians who go to church, who get a positive frequency around it, because everyone has a positive frequency because they're being brainwashed, and they're all happy though. They're happy, so they give off a happy frequency. They don't let other people's frequency fuck with theirs. So what you're doing is pretty much taking out the middleman of church, and you are controlling your frequency so that negative entities and negative frequencies around you fuck off. So pretty much what you have to do in your own head is make your thoughts dominant. If you have a powerful enough field, the weaker, more depressed, angry, bullying kind of people will stay the fuck away from you. And if they have followers, they will join you. I never knew how much thought actually impacts a human being until last night and this morning. So a long ass time ago when I was making the telekinesis videos or the telepathy videos, and I thought I was controlling my step-grandpa's mind because in the morning he opens every window in the kitchen, so the house is freezing cold. It's an anxiety thing. He cannot help it unless he changes it, so he can't help it. Anyone can help anxiety or fix it. It's possible. So he opens every window. So the night before, when I was making telepathy videos, I put my hands on my head. And by the way, the reason people do this is because it kind of distracts them from other things around them. I wondered why X-Men characters did it. At first, I was doing it just to be like Professor Xavier, just like, I have telepathy. Then I found out um, pretty much if you give off a leadership feeling and a power feeling, those people either be following you or afraid of you. I mean, my step-grandpa isn't threatening, he's just irritating. So what do? In my head, without speaking, I think, I am the leader. I control these people. I am powerful. I think that. I don't say it. And believe it or not, their frequency will pick it up as a feeling. And you will be completely in control. You will be the leader. See, my uncle's been doing this. I used to hate my uncle. He's a cop. I used to never like him because he was always serious, but he always seemed to become so more successful. One, if you know numerology, he's a 22 life path, so he got the master builder from birth. Yeah, so that helps. He always made a serious face, but he made jokes at certain times. I also had a manager like that, and I wondered why people loved him so much. He was serious, but he made jokes. Growing up, what I always did was I gave off a happy aura, a jolly aura, but that weakened me. You can be happy and give off a happy aura, but do it at little times when it's necessary. If you do it all the time, you appear weak. Your aura is weak. You are weak because it lets your guard down and people will take advantage of you. I am a humanitarian naturally, but I'm very adaptable. My life path is 9, which is they love change. 9s love change, and I do love change. And they're extreme adapters. Not only that, my zodiac sign is an adapting sign. So, if you have an abusive parent, you have an abusive grandparent, you have an abusive caretaker, they're either physically or mentally abusive to you. They say mean things, they do mean things to you on purpose. Start changing your mind. When I was a little kid, I would always say, I hated everyone around me because they did mean things, so I wish they died, and it's just like, that isn't the way. The way is to take control of the situation. Be the leader. Be the primal one. Muscles and being bigger than someone else strikes fear in that person and the people around. They're like, oh, he's muscular, he'll beat us up. What does that do? It lowers your field. It lowers your field, increases his ego, so his field grows, which makes him a leader. All because he just had muscles. If you don't have muscles, you can still do that. What I noticed is it was kind of like a psychic battle between my grandparents this morning. When someone tries to say something to you just to piss you off, or just to annoy you, or just to see your reaction so they can have a reaction, they're called energy stealers. They try to steal your life energy. It's what our elites do. They try to steal your life energy so that they can become more powerful. The more you let someone get to you, the more powerful they become, and the weaker you become. Growing up, my aura was weak only because I was so much of a humanitarian. I was so nice and loving to everything, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in bits, in little bits, you can do that. Because your thoughts show weakness, not you. If you, on the outward, show weakness, your thoughts may change, which lowers your frequency. And then the person next to you says, oh, they can feel it. It's a feeling. It's not something you see. They get a vibe, like, oh, they're being loving towards an animal. It's like, or their children. It's like, well, I can take the lead and my aura will grow. Don't let energy stealers or energy gatherers steal all your energy. You're powerful. You be powerful. This video... I need water. This water has baking soda in it, by the way, which alkalines the water to an 8.0, which is like just above alkalinity. This heals cancer, diabetes, pretty much everything. A cold. It can, baking soda can clean mold off fruit. Bet you didn't know that. I'm just gonna eat really fast. Have you ever coughed when you're hungry? That's because your mouth is over salivating and you're swallowing your spit and your throat is getting congested with over salivation. Or this used to happen to me when I didn't eat food. The reason my YouTube channel has grown so much is because I had a very, and I still do, large magnetic field. I knew my channel would grow. I knew it would become more popular. What did that do? That electromagnetic field attracted new people to my channel. Emotion attracts people. Sorry. It's only because I'm talking too much. Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was talking about. I'm going to have to end this soon because I have to stop talking. While I'm doing this, doing research on my company that I'm going to start. Always do research before I'm ready. I'm brainstorming, which means I'm writing ideas down before we create the company. I'm starting planning on starting a company with my mom. She worked in law for like 15 years, and I love law. It's probably because I'm Jewish. It's a stereotype, but it's a true stereotype. Okay, back to what I was saying. I'm going to go back to the Christian thing. Most people become Catholic or Christian. The only difference is Christians don't believe in the New Testament, which is just a book written by a guy who interpreted the Old Testament, but it didn't fit with the New Testament. People didn't like it, how there were violence, and so they're like, let's just change it. So they changed it. So then there's Catholicism, which believes in the Old and New Testament. Religion's stupid. That's a good way to put it. Fighting over stories. So what Christians will do is they will have a really low frequency. They'll come from a family with maybe the parents are abusive, maybe they're mean, like mean and abusive are kind of the same thing. So that person feels weak. So then they find out what God is, which is really themselves, because everyone is God. Everyone has the frequency in themselves, which they read the book, and then they go to a church, meet a lot of people with higher frequencies, which raises their frequency, which gives them hope. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hope and faith. Faith is your frequency expanding. Because when 30 people with high frequencies go in one room together, I've experienced it, they let out so much energy, and then they say to pray for something they want. When you do that with lots of people, it can manifest the thing you want faster. Yet the Bible says, don't use God for materialistic things, but that's the reason people use it. They use it to increase their vibration, not God's, their own. In other words, you gotta come to the realization in this world that people are selfish. The main reason we go in groups is because we want ourselves to become stronger. We feel more secure if we're in a group of more than 5 people, or just in a group in general. The problem with being alone is that it makes us feel weak. Our field gets weak. But if we're around people with high fields, our field becomes bigger. If we have friends, our field becomes bigger. But that's a lie told by the elites. Told by the media, you can make your field bigger, and you can fight off people with big fields too, if you want, by just improving yourself, by telling in your thoughts, your mind, that you are stronger than all these people put together. You have a power so powerful that no one can stop you. It's just encouraging yourself, which increases your field. I need more water. I'm going to end it here. You get what I'm mainly saying. Don't let the bad people get to you. Don't let them steal your energy. Don't let them say things that bug you. In your mind, be stronger than them. Give out thoughts that make you stronger. My step-grandpa, for the first time in 4 years, hid in his bedroom when I let out these thoughts, when I knew that I was more powerful. Don't be mean to people. In your mind, improve yourself, and they will cower in fear. Share this video. Spread the word.